to another edition of Chris Wrestling Reviews here on YouTube.com. Today, you guys, I'm going to be doing my WWE Smackdown preview for tonight. That's about to come on in about 2 hours. Let's see what time it is. I think it's like a little after 6 p.m. here. So let's do a rundown over the WWE Smackdown from last week. What could possibly happen tonight. All right. So last week we seen the opening of SmackDown last week was Roman Reigns, with Paul Heyman and Jey Uso, of course. They replayed the match, replayed what happened at the Elimination Chamber on last Sunday. And then, of course, Bryan comes out. He wanted to challenge Reigns for the titles. Jey Uso says that he got to get through him. Then Jey Uso attacked him. And then, after then, you guys, I'm going to talk about that match, a little bit later. But my opinion over what happened last week and how it basically turned out. Basically, let's just go ahead and on. All right, Ray and Dominic fought at Alpha Academy last week, which is Otis and Chad Gable. We seen a side of Otis that we possibly thought that we would probably have never seen before. I guess their heel, the Alpha Academy is. I'm not very sure, but the way how it happened last week, it's like you have Otis. He's always lost. No matter what. Chad Gable, he's only won a couple of times. Even when he had that feud, with Baron. Well, Baron Corbin was his name then. With Baron Corbin, they used to call him Shorty G. They used to call Chad Gable Shorty G. Then they changed the name, but out of nowhere, we seen, Otis and Chad Gable come as a heel, and they defeated Dominic and Rey Mysterio last week. What is next for Alpha Academy? Will they be in line for the tag team titles? Will they possibly face Montez Ford and D'Angelo Dawkins, or whatever, the former SmackDown Tag Team Champions? How could this go? Could it be a triple threat at Fastlane? Who knows? But we're definitely going to find out tonight, you guys, on the WWE SmackDown show tonight. All right, let's go on next. Last week we seen Apollo Crews talking about Big E, and Apollo Crews comes out, with his new attire. He has this new little cloth thing he put around his neck, and says every color on the little flag thing, means something, because he talked about his grandfather, what his grandfather would say. Then he started talking, a little bit different, in an accent, that I should say. And then we didn't see Big E at all last week. But with Apollo Crews' new gimmick, it's really, I think it's definitely going to improve Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews was one of my favorites when he, when he came. And we're definitely going to see what he got in store tonight. Because we may see him and Big E be in the ring at the same time, cutting promos with each other. So we'll definitely see what's going to happen on SmackDown with Apollo Crews and Big E, of course. All right, last week we seen who did we see? We seen Tamina versus Liv Morgan, and Tamina ends up winning with a fall away slam. It was like an Abyss type move. Abyss, Joseph Park, same guy. He's part of WWE now. If you didn't know, now you know. All right, so with Tamina, she has definitely got into a meaner streak. She's always been the person that always used to lose matches. She has never. Last time I remember Tamina won was back in. Last time I remember, I know you guys probably remember she may won another match, but the last time I remember her winning a match was when Jimmy and Jey Uso first came to WWE as well. But then again, Tamina has brought out a meaner streak I'm wondering what is next for Tamina. Will Tamina and Natalia, they have gotten stronger and stronger? Will they compete against Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler for the women's championships? I mean, you never can tell, you guys. I mean, although it's being reported that WWE is going to do a women's tag team championship match with Bianca Belair and Sasha once again versus Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler for the women's tag team titles at WWE's Fastlane is another thing that WWE has said, but I don't think it's been announced yet. But they may now announce it tonight on SmackDown. But going back, to Tamina and Natalia, they have definitely proven themselves that, they are the women's division. They want to take down the women's division. They want to take the tag titles, whatever titles anybody's holding, they want to take them all. So we're definitely going to find out tonight who will Tamina possibly fight tonight on Friday Night SmackDown, or who will her and Natalia will team up tonight to fight on SmackDown. I'm ready to see who they will compete against. All right, let's go down to the next thing. So last week we seen Bianca Belair. She chose Sasha Banks, as as her WrestleMania opponent. And then, I mean, it's like, Reginald comes out, has his few words to say. We haven't seen Carmella, you guys, in the past 2 weeks now. But, then again, Bianca Belair, I mean, she is a great superstar. Her and Sasha Banks will tear down WrestleMania 37 this year. So make sure you guys don't forget about WrestleMania as well. And that's like really... that's actually next month, you guys. I think we're like 3-4 weeks. I think 3 weeks away. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm thinking we're 3 weeks away from WrestleMania 37. All right, let's go on to the next thing. We seen Sami Zayn and King Corbin, fight again. Fight the Street Profits last week. So yeah, Sami Zayn and King Corbin versus the Street Profits. Street Profits end up winning. Basically because Sami Zayn, was trying to tell Corbin, why did he push down his camera crew guys, and then Montez Ford ends up flipping over the rope. Excuse me, you guys. Dawkins then, hits the chicken wing. Montez Ford goes up for the frog splash and ends up picking the victory over Sami Zayn and King Corbin. What is next for the Street Profits? Will the Street Profits get their chance once again at the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championships once again? I'm really wondering if they will do. We will find out tonight on Friday Night SmackDown, because I know the Street Profits definitely will probably be on SmackDown tonight. Also, probably Sami Zayn and King Corbin will as well. Along with the Dirty Dogs, they probably will be on SmackDown tonight as well. And, to see who's going to face who, or will it be a triple threat match for the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championships. But we'll see, like I said, when we find out tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. All right, let's go on. Daniel Bryan was having, a little talk, with, the backstage guy, and said he don't think Edge has what it takes to defeat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. And so, what if it becomes Daniel Bryan versus Edge? I mean, that's gonna be a great match too. If WWE decides to take the title off of Roman Reigns at WWE's Fastlane, that is coming up, here in when is WWE Fastlane? I think it's March 21st. Yeah. All right. So also we seen last week, you guys, that Seth Rollins comes out, wants Cesaro to join him. Be by his side, of course. Like other superstars who are under Seth Rollins, like Murphy, as to say. But Cesaro ends up taking Seth Rollins for the swing. Now Seth Rollins and Cesaro, I think they would definitely be a great tag team. I can definitely see they may become, they may put them as a tag team They may, you know, have their different, you know, Cesaro may have his differences in not trusting Rollins, but they will end up coming like a great tag team, such as Daniel Bryan and Kane, and then Nia Jackson, Shayna Baszler. You seeing how they, you know, seeing how they end up turning out, even though sometimes they have a little disagreement. But then again, we did see a great thing, you know, to say the least. All right, then we seen Daniel Bryan versus Jey Uso last week. Like I said, I was going to talk about this part right here. Daniel Bryan, and so I'm gonna give you the highlights of what happened on SmackDown last week. Daniel Bryan puts Jey in the label lock. Reigns come out and attacks Bryan. Then Bryan puts Roman in the label lock as Jey super kicks Daniel Bryan into the back of the head while he was down. As he was down, having Roman Reigns in the label lock. Well, I still call it label lock. I don't know what he call it now. And then after that, Roman gets up and spears Bryan, and then puts Bryan in the guillotine. And so, you know, like I said, with that, we possibly will see Daniel Bryan face Roman Reigns at WWE's Fastlane. There's no doubt about it, you guys. Don't, you know, I wouldn't expect, you know, nothing least, because the big dog probably wants to wrestle. And, you know, he's going to wrestle Daniel Bryan. So we'll see how that happens, because the match that Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan had at the Elimination Chamber went by within, like, under a minute, you guys. So we'll probably see them fight at WrestleMania. I mean, not WrestleMania, at WWE Fastlane. All right. So, like I said tonight, Bianca Belair, she's gonna be fighting one half of the WWE Women Tag Team Champion, Shayna Baszler. She's gonna be fighting her tonight. Bianca Belair versus Shayna Baszler. Then we got Jey Uso versus Daniel Bryan. If Daniel Bryan wins, he gets the match against Roman Reigns at WWE's Fastlane. So yeah, you guys, I'm thinking that tonight is going to be a great SmackDown. We're definitely going to have to see what's going to go on. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe to Chris Wrestling Views, you guys. Make sure you tell your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your aunt, whomever you guys that loves professional wrestling, used to watch it back in the day, still watching it right now, getting into it, thinking about watching it, trying to get into it, whatever. Make sure you get them to subscribe, and make sure y'all leave comments down below in the description. Let me know what y'all think about my video. Let me know what y'all think about everything that I talked about. And later on tonight, you guys, after SmackDown goes off, I'm going to be doing a WWE SmackDown review. So stay tuned to that, you guys. And I will see y'all later on tonight. Enjoy SmackDown, and see you then. Thank you for watching Chris Wrestling Views here on YouTube.com.